don't tell all the things I feel. I let the wind turn every wheel. Not 'cause I'm scared, not 'cause I hide, but 'cause some truth just bloom inside. This is the quiet that I keep, not secrets, just a depth so deep. I walk alone, I love so wide, but I don't always let it ride. She knows my silence means I care. I show my heart through how I stare at every sunrise cup of tea, and all the things she means to me. This is the quiet love can be. No noise, no flames, no guarantee, but every day I show up true, and that's the loudest thing I do. I've chased the storms, I've bet the skies, but peace came in a lullaby. Now what I keep ain't locked or lost, it's just too real for shouting cost. So if I go with little sound, no final toast, no trumpet sound, just know I live the life I meant, with words unspoken, love well spent. This is the quiet that I keep, and Lord, it's finally helped me sleep. Found her jacket just last week, tucked behind my winter sheets. Still smells faint of pine and rain, of whispered laughs and window panes. The jacket in my closet stays, even though she's miles away. It ain't just cloth, it holds a part of who I was when she had my heart. She left it there that snowy night, said keep it safe, then kissed me light. We swore we'd call, we meant to try, but seasons passed and hearts ran dry. The jacket in my closet knows all the truths I never showed. It warms me more than coats ever could, 'cause she once wore it when we stood. Some things you don't return or toss, they hold the weight of what you lost, and hang there quiet year by year, until you're ready to let them hear. Maybe someday I'll let it go, or gift it to the today, it's not yet time. 'Cause when I miss her, it still fits fine. The jacket in my closet waits, not for her, but for what fate creates. Changed a bit, still curves like lies I once admit. But somehow now the grass looks bright, and fences lean with less of fight. The road to town is greener now. Maybe it's me, not just the plow. I drive it slow, I hum along, and every mile feels less like wrong. Used to see her ghost in turns, each mailbox held some old concern. Now I wave at cows and trees, and let the wind forgive with ease. The road to town is not paved in gold, but it don't hurt like days of old. It leads to stores, folks and pie, not memories I used to cry. Sometimes the path don't need to change, it's just your lens that rearranged. You heal a bit and start to see that sorrow ain't the whole story. I'll take that road again tonight, with headlights soft and windows right. I may not know what way's ahead, but I ain't driving back instead. The road to town is greener now, and maybe that's enough somehow. There's a board out back, hanging low. Been that way since winter snow. Neighbors say you ought to mend, but I just let it sway and bend. The fence I never fixed, don't mind. It leans like me, it takes its time. It's not pretty, but it stands like an old man with gentle hands. Kids still laugh and dogs still bark. even when the post turns dark. Not all cracks need to be tight. Some let love sneak in just right. The fence I never fixed still holds, though weather's chipped and paint's gone cold. And every flaw just seems to teach what perfect things can never reach. I've spent years trying to patch my soul, but learned to live with parts not whole. Some stories don't need a new coat, just space to breathe, just time to float. So if you pass and see that gate, don't think it's rust, don't call it late. It's just a piece of me that stays unfixed, beloved, in quiet ways. The fence I never fixed still sings of how we all hold broken things. Still smell smoke from yesterday. The fire we built won't fade away. You leaned on me, your laugh was low. We said nothing, let embers glow. Last night's firewood still burns in corners where my memory turns. Though you're gone with breaking day, the warmth you gave won't slip away. You left before the coffee brewed. No kiss, just autumn mood. But somehow that one simple spark lit something new inside my dark. Last night's firewood, plain and dry, taught me love don't need to try. Sometimes one night's all it takes to shift the ground where your heart breaks. I don't know where your train ran to, but I know what your silence knew. That some goodbyes feel more like grace when they don't beg for time or place. So I'll stack wood again tonight. Let shadows dance in soft delight. And though this hearth holds only me, the warmth you left still sets me free. Last night's firewood still warms, even in the coldest storms.
was a time I'd curse the glass, call myself names, drink too fast. But now I shave and crack a grin at the man who chose to start again. The man in the mirror ain't mad anymore. He don't punch walls or slam no door. He don't chase ghosts or pick old fights. He just nods and sleeps at night. I let my beard grow last July. Didn't care if folks passed me by. Now I trim it just enough to remind myself that I've been tough. The man in the mirror looks worn and wise, with crow's feet round his quiet eyes. He don't brag and he don't lie. He's just proud, he still tries. Forgiving yourself ain't fast or clean. It's built through tears and nicotine. But one day you see who's looking back, and find a friend in all you lack. So I hang my hat on that cracked frame, whistle soft and say my name. 'Cause now I walk with open doors, and I ain't mad no more. The man in the mirror finally sees the best thing I forgave was me. Man in the mirror finally sees the best thing I forgave was me. She wore lavender in June, smelled like dusk and second tunes. I showed up in flannel late, with hands that shook beneath the weight. She wore lavender, I brought quiet. She danced soft, I kept the diet of saying less what I feel, but still she stayed, still she was real. We didn't talk about the past. She didn't ask if I'd be last. She poured the tea, I lit the light, and somehow both of us felt right. She wore lavender, I wore years, covered
silent fears, but she just smiled and held her cup, and every wall I had gave up. Love ain't about who speaks first, it's who stays when you feel cursed. She didn't fix, she didn't mend, she let me be and called it friend. Now every time she ties her hair, that purple scent still hangs the air. And though I speak in softer tones, with her I finally found a home. She wore lavender I brought me, and somehow that was all she need. We didn't talk about the past. She didn't ask if I'd be last. She poured the tea, I lit the light, and somehow both of us felt right. She wore lavender it brought me, and somehow that was all she needed. We never danced in fancy halls, no bouquets tossed, no toast at all. She wears no ring, I sign no line, but she's been mine, and I've been fine. I don't need a wedding song to know where my heart belongs. Love ain't loud and vows ain't proof. She's been my always, plain and smooth. We share a truck, we share a cat. Our porch is cracked, I'm fine with that. She brings me soup, I fix her chair, and no one asks what we declare. I don't need a wedding song, we've been right all along. There's more to love than white and gold. Sometimes it's warm, sometimes it's bold. They say forever starts in church, but I've seen forever in her smirk. And when I'm sick, she holds my hand. That's more than music, more than band. So if we never cut a cake or dance in gowns by some big lake, just know we chose the quiet way, and I'd still choose her every day. I don't need a wedding song, she's been my ride. once in '99, right after Mom said give it time. I folded it neat, put it in a drawer, but never made it to your door. The letter I should have mailed still smells like ink, still feels derailed. It said I'm sorry, plain and true, but I never gave those words to you. It talked about the way we kissed, how your hair smelled when it missed. Said I was scared and dumb and young, and how I miss the songs we sung. The letter I should have mailed back then still folds along the word amen. I prayed you read it in my eyes, but some truths don't survive disguise. Found it last week, read it slow, felt my hand shake, let it show. And though it's late and we've both changed, the page still beats inside my veins. So if you ever feel a breeze, like someone whispering through the trees, that's me, forgiving all that failed with a letter I should have mailed. The letter I never sent away still finds its way to you someday. Planted seeds and didn't care if sun would shine or clouds would stare. We just dug dirt to pass the pain and tried to hold back all the rain. But the garden grew without us knowing, while we were tired, while winds were blowing. We never meant to start again, but roots don't wait for perfect men. She pulled weeds with broken nails, I fixed the fence with crooked rails. We didn't say this here is love, we just worked quiet and looked above. The garden grew without us knowing, while we were tired, while winds were blowing. We never meant to start again, but roots don't wait for perfect men. She pulled weeds with broken nails, I fixed the fence with crooked rails. We didn't say this here is love, we just worked quiet and looked above. And the garden grew in secret song, while we were just trying to get along. Now flowers bloom by old regret, in colors we ain't even met. It grows beneath the broken boughs, and when you blink it's tall and green. A life that bloomed where pain had been. Now we sit with coffee, feet in soil. No plans, no grand pursuit or toil, just smiles between two hands still warm by the place where love was born. The garden grew without us knowing, but Lord, I'm glad we kept on going. Sat beneath the sycamore. No phone, no boots, no need for more. The wind rolled in with cedared breath and taught me truths I missed till death. What the wind told me that day wasn't loud, it didn't sway, just wrapped around like childhood dreams, and mended up my busted seams. It said, you've held too much too tight, let go of blame and breathe the light. Brushed my cheek like mama's hand and helped me finally understand what the wind told me was peace, the kind that don't come fast or cheap. It didn't fix what's broken stone, but made me feel a bit less alone. You won't find it in a book or in the mirror when you look. You find it in the rustling trees, the ones that bend but still find ease. So now I walk where breezes play and listen more than what I say. What the wind left in my chest was stillness, mercy, and some rest. What the wind told me I keep in every breath before I sleep. That bend but still find ease. So now I walk where breezes play and listen more than what I say. 'Cause what the wind left in my chest was stillness, mercy, and some. hair was braided that warm June day. Sun hit her boots like a sunbeam stray. She passed me by in the feed store line, smelled like rain and sweet red wine. Her hair was braided loose and kind, like every thought I couldn't find. I never said a single word, but every heartbeat she still stirred. She rode off quick on that rusted bike. I watched her leave like just my type. Friends all teased, said I stood dumb. Guess some silences never come undone. Her hair was braided, swinging free down the back of who she'd never be. To me she was a passing breeze, but that braid still ties up memories. Years go fast like gravel roads, but some girls stay in what you hold. I married once, loved just fine, but she's the thread that stitched my spine. Saw her photo in the county fair, with kids and time inside her stare. I smiled and tipped my hat at fate. Some loves ain't lost, just never late. Her hair was braided and that's enough. Some moments live when love is tough.
I've written lines and rhymed your name, lit old wounds like candle flame. But this time I just wanna rest. No poetry left in my chest. This is the last song I'll never write. No moon, no stars, no sleep at night. Just one deep breath and let you go. Not with a bang, but soft and slow. I kept you stitched in every tune, like shadows stitched to waning moons. But even echoes lose their edge, and some hearts need a final ledge. This is the last line you'll inspire. No smoky eyes, no silent fire. I won't pick up this pen for you. You're not my storm to write into. They say goodbyes make music best, but I found peace in quiet rest. You were a verse I had to learn, but not the one I must return. So I'll hum a tune that's mine alone, and leave your ghost outside my home. It's not regret, just closing light. The last song I'll never write. The last song I'll never write is where my silence starts to fight. pick up this pen for you, and some hearts need a final rose, but even echoes lose their edge, and some hearts need a final ledge.
She walked through rain like it was gold, red umbrella, brave and bold, boots in puddles, grin so wide, like she had lightning in her stride. Her red umbrella still comes back every storm. I see that track of color through a world so gray, and I remember that one day she never stayed, just passed me once, said nice hat and smiled at lunch. I never saw her face again, but Lord, that shade lives in my brain. Her red umbrella, bright and fast, painted hope where shadows passed. And though her name I never knew, she gave me red in sky so blue. Not all loves are built to last. Some just flash, then drift right past. But some folks shine so pure, so loud, they make your silence feel so proud. Now every time the thunder hums, I pray that girl still softly runs through cities soaked and wild with sky, with her umbrella held up high. Her red umbrella, just one glance, still teaches me how light can dance. Passed by the house on Harlan Bend, just meant to drive, not feel again. But there it stood, the mailbox red, with her last name still painting dread. That mailbox with her last name opened up more than letters came. It held our vows and fights and tears, and all the weight from all those years. The porch light flickered like it knew that I was back, just passing through. I didn't knock, I didn't stay. Just stared and whispered, "You okay?" That mailbox still stood straight and plain, like a love that bends but don't complain. I left no note, just left the past, but somehow felt more free at last. Can't be fixed, but sometimes pain and grace get mixed, and what remains in rust and wood can still remind us we once stood. So if you drive that road one day and see that name that slipped away, tip your hat but don't hold tight. Some mail just never gets sent right. That mailbox with her last name still stands in silence without blame.
Lost a child in '82. Her man went cold in '94 too. But every spring, without delay, she planted daisies anyway. She planted daisies, soft and bright, in soil that never gave her light, and smiled at clouds that wouldn't break, like love was hers, not God's to take. Folks called her odd, a little slow, said grief had cracked her long ago. But I saw strength in hands that shook, and kindness no one ever took. She planted daisies, come what may, with quiet joy, not much to say. And if you stopped, she'd hand you one, like sorrow had already run. I once asked, why daisies still? She said, because they'd been not killed. And when the
and so will I, as long as hearts still learn to try. I called it love at 21. Thought fights and fire meant I had won. But looking back, I see the cost. I only knew what I had lost. Back then I didn't know love, just wanted someone to hold above. I thought possession was the key, not the space to let them be. She stayed as long as thunder rolled, but left the moment I got cold. I blamed her then, I blamed the rain, but it was me who held the chain. Back then I didn't know love's face. I rushed its rhythm, missed its grace. Now I see it ain't loud or proud. It's soft and steady, not a cloud. Some truths take decades to learn, like how to hold and not to burn, how mine and yours can both exist, and love ain't proven with a fist. So if she's out there hearing me, I hope she's held more carefully by someone who don't push or shove, someone who truly knows love. Back then I didn't know love, but now I walk toward it, not above. Set that chair at 6:15, right where the porch meets morning green. A coffee mug, a blanket fold, and every breath not bought or sold. A chair for the morning light, to sit and watch the world turn right. No breaking news, no race to win, just stillness I let settle in. The birds don't wait for cue or cheer, they just show up and sing sincere. I hum alone, forget my name, and let the breeze forgive my blame. A chair for the morning hush, where time don't charge and hearts don't rush. It don't fix much, but it begins. The kind of day where peace still wins. There ain't a cure for all regret, but sunshine helps you not forget that every day ain't just a chore. Some are gifts you sit before. So pull up yours beside mine soon. We'll talk of trees and quiet moons, and even if we speak no word, the morning light will still be heard. A chair for the morning light is where I learned to love life right. Love, if you're listening close, I ain't the man who chased you most. I let you go, I looked away, but maybe now I'd let you stay. Love, if you're out there slow and kind, I've made some room, I've cleared my mind. I won't ask much, I won't demand, just maybe reach, take my hand. I've hurt, I've hid, I've pushed too far, I've dreamed with ghosts beneath the stars, but still I wake, still I try to be a man who won't just cry. Love, if you're near in whispered tones, don't knock too loud, don't break no bones. Just sit beside me, breathe my pace, maybe fill this empty space. I won't beg, I won't pretend, but I believe in grace again. And if you're real, and if you roam, I've left the porch light on at home. So if you come, come as you are, denim boots or beat up car, I'll pour the tea, I'll play it slow. Love, if you're listening, just let me know. Love, if you're listening, I'm still here. No longer lost, just quietly clear.